I feel like the 4-man group from Tundra is a lot stronger than Shopify Rebellion's 4-man. And if you fall apart and then there's no map for Morph to farm, TB will have free farm. So the laning stage is going to be really important for here.
Recently in the Bali Major, and they had pretty good results, but ultimately they weren't able to, be a top 2 team, which I think Tundra, you could argue this is a team that kind of should be looking at it. TI winners after all for a good reason. They're putting off an early blaze that'll get 9 a first blood here over Crit than it's ever been. I think there's a lot more competition in this mid lane, and as a result, Abed hasn't gotten worse. He's still one of the best mids of the world, but I don't think he's not able to have the same kind of massive impact as he used to have, just because everybody else has kind of caught up to what he once was.
I mean, nothing's easy in Dota anymore. Every team has 5 good players on it. You're just going to have to outplay them, outthink them, whatever it is. Thinking will drop the fly as he continues his Enchantress dominance, man.
That money is given to 9. He was the one who dropped this entry in place, so they're really trying to help him out in this lane on top of the first blood that he already had. So they're trying to limit the impact of Abed in this lane. 33 is going to die, though, as a result of Snake King's absence.
If you can get this courier
and finally get some hero kills, which they have been suffering. I mean, Shopify has not had a great time so far in day 1. Slow start, as always, and Saberlight slowed down to a crawl here with the Malefice and Blood Grenade. So he'll die, but Abed's going to show up pre-level 6, a rotation out.
He was just getting the bounty rune, so he was there anyway. TP back doesn't cost him too much. The CS doesn't reflect it, but they were burning a lot of regen out from that Unlord, creating a pretty large net worth gap.
33 gonna die again here. Still not picking up a level of Surge, as he would very likely pick it up at level 4. Final impetus shot is more than enough damage.
And they'll make it work bottom again. They find Saberlight. A second death for him. He cannot get to this Vanguard. This Enigma lane is punishing the hell out of him. It's just going to be a straight Midas for Skeeter on this Terrorblade.
Oh, jump over to the side. Swashbuckle gets him away from that cookie attempt. And the Rolling Thunder is nailing him, but not bumping up to the high ground. So this is looking pretty good for a kill here. Should be able to secure it. All they need is another round of Swashbuckle. And, he managed to get a kill in return real quickly. 9 with the Ion Shell is going to push forward onto the support. Gets the kill on Fly. Crit will be the survivor here, but another great fight for Tundra.
He's going to think about stealing Wisdom Rune, will not opt to go for it.
Dude, they so much pressure on mid lane. Like, they double sentry the lane, so there's no vision around. At top of the quad laning you're talking about it.
Give it up on top.
That's a lot of damage. 9 is going to pay it back into the side lanes here with this rotation, netting probably 2 kills as Saberlight can't get out of range of Skeeter.
Resource problems right now. Fight for the ward.
See if they can get the D ward. They get it. AUI in vain attempting to get the deny, but does set up 9. Potentially nice telekinesis. 9 can still go for these kills, though. AUI is going to die to the kisses. 9, meanwhile, let's see what he finds here. Fly is going to be spotted. Fly dodging him. 9 still gets it off the Swashbuckle, though. And nobody's around for a punish. Yes, Tundra would usually have like 10 stacks by now.
And another gank the bottom off a D. And Saberlight is just... he's getting nothing. He's just food.
You like the item for Terrorblade? We see Ramsey's the one who's actually been doing it the most. In fact, his last 3 games of Terrorblade, he's drafted Dynamitus and has actually won 3 in a row.
Well, what did Waga say about it?
He said he hates it.
Goes down again. DD Rune has...
Dude, Saberlight is gonna TP in and die again. Please help this guy out. They are gonna help him out. 9. He's not going to do enough damage to finish off Saberlight, but it looks like maybe everybody from Tundra might be able to get out. Skeeter is away from the kisses, out of range.
Losing a little EHP doesn't matter too much for the hero. You have insanely high armor regardless.
I think the experience is pretty decent for this hero.
Yep, the levels are also nice. That's the biggest thing. If the levels are good on the carry, then I'm kind of for it.
Yeah, one of the highest agility games. Crit. And Abed coming in with the Rod of Atos, holding him inside of the pit. So he's going to be stuck here for a while. 33, no longer having a surge. He's going to die. He turns around, throws what damage on he can on Saberlight. Saberlight, the Eidolons will not do enough to him. He's out.
I actually think if he just shelled and punched him, he would have got the kill.
Yeah, he might have. Arteezy trying to chase after him. Oh, stole the Rolling Thunder. That's going to be bad for somebody. It looks like they're going to go for Skeeter. Is the team able to follow this up? They're chasing after him, but they can't get close enough, just not fast.
And he was thinking about the Ag. So 33 He's thinking about the blink first, but I would not be surprised to see him pick that up later on. Quick smoke from Tundra looking at the power rune. They will secure it. That's a big one.
Running into a bunch of heroes, and Snaking does manage to get the hit stun off on the fly. They're going to get that track kill. Will they be able to get anything else? Running after crits with the surge on AUI. Swashbuckle trying to get crit away, but the surge is high level. And AUI, oh no! Malphus misclick. Hit him with the blood grenade though. And that's
okay.
Gonna be enough with the black hole, that's for certain.
Oh, that sends a message.
It's also a pretty big difference between the two offlaners. 2,000 net worth difference between 33 and Saberlight.
Oh, I thought you meant Saberlight and AUI 2000. Look at how aggressively Snaking's playing. He's so
Rod with the kisses going down on him. They need this kill so badly. It's a track kill too. Oops. Are they not gonna get it? Fade Bolt, is that gonna be enough damage? It is just enough to get the kill because they're losing this fight on the other side of the map. So if you just let Snaking walk away with that, it would have felt so demoralizing. It already is demoralizing. You lost your carry.
Yeah, this guy's an illusion lane shover. It's 33 who farms at the most of the time. They're gonna get some tracks to start off this fight.
Rolling Thunder coming in through the side. Abed gonna be their target here. Being chain stunned up, not allowed to have too much impact, but they also don't really get a whole lot out of their other heroes either. Snaking a little bit far forward. Nice vacuum back and a knockout punch straight to the Morphling's dome.
What?
He is gone. Arteezy messed something up there. Kiss is going to be used. 9 gets away from the pit off the illusion, and nobody is dying on the side of Tundra. They're just going to run. Oh, nice vacuum steal. That was pretty cute.
Yeah, it is.
But cute doesn't win you fights, Avery.
Neither of them have teleport, so at least you got a double Clifteezy return. Little split pushing action.
I mean, do you have the split push option?
Not really.
Even with the tier 1 towers down, with the bounty hunter constantly being a threat to set up on you.
You have the split push dream.
You have the suicide split push, which is what Fly's doing right now.
Pulling an AUI. He'll dust for the slowdown.
Yeah, slow him down. Use the enchant on the range creep, or some creep. Push the lane in.
Sad.
Very, very sad game for Shopify. This is going to be insanely demoralizing. After a rough day 1 to go into day 2, run into Tundra.
Just steals your rune in your face, hits you, steals more gold. Are you even going to kill him here? It's pretty tanky, man.
Yeah, he is a lot of farm at this point in time. It is not enough. Arteezy, another punch to the face. This time he will survive. Goes over the cliff, turns into the Pango. Swashbuckles downwards. They know where he's at, though. They're going to find him here in the corner.
He'll try to turn.
He's not going to be able to get out of here, and I think he knows it, too. That's why he was trying to go for the kill.
This is just a beatdown at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, the damage is a little lower, not by much. I don't know. It is very weird. I can't put a finger on it. Maybe it's just the fact that he can guarantee start the fights.
Yeah.
Like, who else is starting the fights for Shopify in this type of lineup if it's not Abed? Basically, just nothing's going to happen unless the Snapfire snowballs. The Entrome did not do enough for him, and now you're in a pickle as the high ground comes from that Midas up Terrorblade.
Yeah, let's not forget this was a Midas Terrorblade very early into the game. He's going to be fully 6-slotted if we get that far into the game, which is, I think, unlikely at this point.
Arteezy, I don't think you're coming back for this base defense outside of a box.
No, he
got put in the box.
He'll be shipped home.
Run in, let AUI Black Hole so you can steal Black Hole. Well, actually,
okay. Arteezy straight up goes for the Enigma first. Gets hit by the Darkseer. Not able to do too much. Uh-oh. 9 is going to be able to chain stun him here. Whiskey laying the damage in. Nobody is able to save him. He was in too deep, and they don't have saves. A stolen wall is going to help out against Skeeter here. Saberlight's going to turn around and fight as best he can for as long as he can. And that's it. GG. Honestly, not surprised at all. They're going to call it here. As you said, desperation smoke.
Well, a valiant attempt to try and get something done in this game. That bounty hunter pick just caused them a world of pain, as the second you start to lose those towers, you lose a little bit of map control. Snaking is just up in your grill, doesn't let you make smokes, doesn't let you come back.
I've seen Naga Sirens also not being too afraid to be played into Pango's matchup, but they go with something more, I would say, earlier game oriented, some extra tower damage, a Deso builder that's going to open up to Roche.
Okay. I wouldn't be scared. Now, they kind of got abused in the early regen trade past the wave. This is something RTZ is known for.
Yeah, they're giving up CS in order to try and get first blood, and they do get it for Fly.
I think this was just misread by Tundra, and honestly, a good heads-up play by RTZ. This is one of his signature laning moves. If you're not familiar with it, it catches you off guard, and here it's just straight up winning them the lane.
I think it's a good strategic idea.
It's a good way to force fights if you want to be aggressive, like Pango's trying to do now.
That is true. Rolling Thunder coming through for 9 here. He'll clean him up with the swashbuckle. Man, this game sounds like it's going great for Tundra right now.
All right, here we go. I think we got some on-the-fly impromptu saving here. Looks like we're gonna have our Leshrac going in. RTZ trying to chase after 33. Gonna chase him into the river with Crit coming in from the other side. They will easily get that kill, but they do have the Rupture on out. Snaking, gonna play the distance, see if he can stop that TP. He does with a magic missile, stops him. A little bit of heals where he can, but of course Skeeter easily cleans this fight up.
This is some early spell damage you might not expect, and this game might just be coming down to how much farm Abed can get off of this mid abuse.
Big damage. Abed is getting fat here.
Yeah. Still, it's going to give him a little extra EHP here, and of course the biggest question in this game is, can your Leshrac survive when you run him in like this?
Man, they're really chasing deep to get this Snaking kill. They'll get it. I guess they just feel like there's nobody else around to respond.
Splitting the wickets, getting a little bit of everything. Just looking to up the tempo as the kills continue.
Yeah, with the relocate coming in, is that silence going to last long enough? It looks like they've got him. Double kill for RTZ as Shopify beginning to pick up the pace a little bit. I mean, we said this is what they were looking for before, right? Win the lanes, build off of that momentum-wise.
Exactly.
Let Abed play for more of like the build-up of carry damage.
I think there's a route there. I think part of this Legion pick is also to go behind the two other cores. Not necessarily have to be the guy
damage is immense, so they're going to be able to get the easy duel win as Saberlight.
As RTZ, he's going to continue to be aggressive. That's looking like a staff for Yules, right? What else would it be? I guess you can go Kaya here, never mind.
Yeah, Kaya Yasha, Kaya Sanj.
Actually,
not sure which one I would want to see. They're going to go for it. See if they can burst him down, but the Bloodstone is going to work, and they have the heals from the IO as well. They just do not have enough, and the rest of Shopify or Rebellion are going to come in soon. RTZ might die. The question is, ooh, the relocate just really late there from Fly.
Okay, I might have cursed the hell out of him right there.
Yeah, I mean, I did too, to be fair.
That's a little too aggressive, you know? 5 heroes from Tundra are waiting for him to walk up the hill, and the reload can't come out in time because there's a Rolling Thunder going through everything.
I also thought the rest of Shopify would, like, show up to that
where
fight.
was
It
the
lasted a long time.
Any sort of stun or latch you find in this map, even if it's just a trap, even if it's just a rundown, should convert into a kill.
Duel is not going to be one. They'll obviously get the kill, but Saberlight still not able to get that extra bit of duel damage. It's only 1-1 the entire game.
Yeah, you'll still take that for sure. Still, it's letting Tundra get a lot and remain in a closed position. So when you make this type of smoke, Tundra are just waiting for you. When you jump in, they're all going to be here. Well, that's a Bloodseeker illusion.
Okay, they're going to go for the Underlord. They did not get distracted by the illusion that just showed up in time. The swap was unfortunately a bit too far away. They just didn't expect him to go for 33 like that. They didn't expect the big burst.
I think Tundra were backing up the smoke there.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Like looking at that mini-map, and 33 was maybe trying to get the lanes in so that smoke could work in conjunction. Shopify just a little too fast. And I mean, they're fortunate the swamp isn't there and everybody from Tundra isn't directly behind 33, because I think that is the type of fight that can go wrong very fast.
For the Legion Commander, just because I want to see like a clean jump that you can't really mess with in any way.
He's thinking about the Sanj. Ooh, that Lincoln's.
Yeah, catching Skeeter. Even if he can stop the duel, the swap goes out. Maybe they can still chase after him, though. Pops a Manta, gets rid of the slow from the TA trap, but this is still Tundra in an awkward position.
Yeah, you don't
Even
have the
if they
damage.
save their Bloodseeker, without the Bloodseeker, they can't win the fight.
That's just the type of fight that's never going to be bad for Shopify. If you start on the Bloodseeker, there's no way you're turning that. There's a window here for Tundra to maybe make something happen, but they don't have Rupture, man. I mean, what are you doing without Rupture here?
Well, I
think
think
you're doing
Tundra's
anything.
asking themselves the same question, but this long silence on the Pango is killing him, and that
that
split
split
earth
earth.
was even better. Artur killing Tundra. That one shot, not quite enough to finish up Skeeter. 33 slowed down quite a bit. They're going to keep chasing after him all the way underneath
wants
the
a
tier
duel, man.
3s, perhaps? No, they back away. No need to dive like that against Avenge specifically. You don't want to be diving and then get swapped even deeper.
Just want to play around your Lesh and TA here. He's looking for AUI. I mean, he knows the tricks, right? Now, if
Yeah.
you studied the replays of Tundra at Bala, you would know this is the exact spot that AUI hit in that game.
Yes,
2
it was.
in upper bracket. First game ending. So, back to the replay board, I guess, as AUI survives. Artur, I would say he's being threatened here, but honestly, I don't know if
Relocate
he
is going to be able to reset this fight. It does mean they could chase after some of these other heroes. Unfortunately, Crit don't really have the vision on him. And they're going to come back soon, so they can't overextend themselves. That IO Lesh, you got to get away from that relocate point.
I don't even know if you had to reroll in there.
Yeah, I know. There was no real threat. But, you know, better to be safe than sorry. They get the duel onto AUI, and another duel win for Saberlight, who did go for the Heaven's Halberd, I think, because of that Lincoln's issue earlier.
Yes. And it'll be BKB for Arteezy, so that's going to allow him to man up kind of independent of maybe necessarily needing the tether here.
Yeah, because maybe it's better sometimes to give this over to Abed.
On top of that Timeless Relic, so spell damage getting mega amped here between him and the IO and the neutral item.
The scary part is you could do a lot of damage very quickly, and if you take down the primary tower defender, that becomes that much easier. A sign to be able to catch Snaking. A force forward, a Hurricane Pipe pushes Snaking a little bit in danger here, but 9, oh, look at those impetuses raining in and doing absolutely nothing, but because the heal is just too much
All right,
from this
Skeeter.
IO. Skeeter's here, but he can't really fight this
Yeah, he's
Leshrac.
no
It's
beacon.
looking real bad for him. The damage is just very lackluster. AY's getting there bit by bit. Swap back in. Does manage to get 9 into the fountain, which Arteezy and the rest of Shopify are getting very close to, despite the fact they haven't even finished up this tier 3 tower yet. And now, there is no creep wave.
You have no Rupture. You have no Swap. You have Impetuses. That's about it.
Well,
High ground just got instantly broken there. You got a
this
Snake.
is running at
Straight
Arteezy.
blink. I'm surprised 9 got to that. It is some extra damage and slow.
Yeah, it makes himself a lot tankier if he blinks in, hits a good shield crash.
They're going to send the Harpy in.
Might be able to get some information off these illusions. Underlord
he
coming in
thought
through
they
the
were in the
side,
roach.
trying to check something out, but they immediately find an opportunity to get on top of AUI 2000. Arteezy charging forward with that Bloodstone, pops BKB, Split Earth goes out, and they do manage to get the swap back, getting Skeeter out of danger, but this is definitely a lost fight. It's just a question of how many heroes are going to get caught in this one. It looks like it's going to be 9 up, 33. He's going to die as well. Skeeter's the only one who can get out alive on the side of Tundra. Shopify win the fight and will take Roshan.
And we see what 33's paying here. It's the supports. I mean, he's basically saying if we can't kill the supports, guys, we're never going to win the fight.
Aghanim Scepter is going to be consumed by Arteezy, so got to be
There's a
careful of
Lincoln.
how he uses that. Breaks the Lincolns with the Heaven's Halberd, gets the duel, allowing the relocate to come in, and they've got the chain stuns thanks to the scythe to follow it up. So
Very clean.
very good pickup, and that is very likely going to prompt Tundra into a buyback once they have the Underlord back into play. Though I guess it depends on what kind of lane shenanigans Tundra can pull off.
Keep pulling lane chain. I mean, there is some creep push on top here. It's just a wave will eventually come in for Sean.
There he goes. The Alpha Wolf leading the charge, but of course Shopify had the wave pushed in mid, and they could take those lanes of barracks and then turn it into top.
That is a whole
perhaps.
TP.
33 trying to make himself a target, perhaps. They're going to blink backwards, but Arteezy moves forward.
Okay, they
and
want
they
the
immediately
IO.
pull the IO out of a bad position. That means he's going to die. Arteezy is going to be brought in deep next to the tier 4 towers. Might be able to finish off 33
kited.
though, but he's being kited around. This is quite bad. Meanwhile, Saberlight and Crit are trying to deal with Skeeter
Okay,
right
he's
now.
not
Wants to be
being
able to pick
kited.
off these supports. Pops Semantic, gets that kill right before the duel can come in, but the duel is going to be lost. The blade mail is too much to handle with Abed doing so much, and this is going to be the first life of Arteezy as he freely gifts it away to AUI 2000. After all, there are no more buybacks on the side of Tundra, so this fight has already been won. And I think Arteezy knows the game is over. Indeed it is. Tundra will call it for this game 2. Shopify will right the ship a little bit here, looking a lot better, a change of pace in both their draft and ideas.
Yeah, some flexibility as well.
Yeah.
End up working really well in the lanes, and then they just power into a really nice IO Lesh game. I think the safe lane Lesh is a little slower because you have to get the levels elsewhere, whereas the mid Lesh has a lot more solo XP.
Yep.